Most agency owners overcomplicate their first service. They try selling SEO and paid ads, stuff that takes weeks to deliver, months to show results. Meanwhile, there's a service sitting right in front of them where the client sees value on day one. Setup takes minutes, and businesses are literally losing customers every day without it. So I'm going to show you exactly what it is and how to set it up before the end of this video. And the cool thing is you could charge anywhere between $200 to $500 a month just for this. Look, business owners know that reviews matter, but they're too slammed to ask for them, too busy to respond, and most have no clue that a 3.5-star rating is making them invisible to 70% of their potential customers. And that's a problem for them, but for you, it's a massive service that you can set up in minutes and pitch tomorrow, and I'm going to show you exactly how in this video. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you two things. First, why do business owners need this service right now, and the data that makes this pitch a no-brainer. Second, how to build the entire review system using AI in a few minutes, so then you can send their past and future customers to one page that does all of the heavy lifting. Look, I've been in this game since 2014, have helped thousands and thousands of people start their first business online, working with local businesses, and reputation management is still one of the fastest services to sell and deliver. So stick around, because by the end of this, you're going to know and have everything that you need to land your first or many more clients with this exact service. Now, before I jump on and walk through this over my shoulder, I want to read some stats, and you can use this when talking to local businesses. 71% of consumers won't even consider a business with less than 3 stars. 88% of consumers choose businesses that respond to reviews over those that don't. And businesses responding to just 25% of reviews make 35% more revenue. So you can use these stats when talking to business owners. So now that you know why they need it, let me show you how fast you can get this thing set up. Let's jump on my computer and walk through it. All right, so what you can see on my screen is I am in a tool called GoHighLevel, branded to my business. And I want to show you, because I've been running this way of doing reputation management for a long time. I've put a lot of videos on this YouTube channel about this. For a lot of people, it was confusing building it in GoHighLevel. You could still do it. I have a snapshot in my Skool community that people can grab and run with it. But every time GoHighLevel makes some sort of CSS change or whatever, it messes it up. So I want to show you what it did look like. Then I want to show you the alternative that you can use. I'll give you the prompt. I'll show you the prompt. I'll show you how I'm building it in Lovable and what it does. So if you want to see the new stuff, just bear with me for a minute, because this is important. If I go over to automations, you'll see that we need to run 1, 2, 3 automations for this. Basically what this is we can send a link, a trigger link, to past customers and then future customers, all right? Or this would be new customers. This is to past customers. And then if they click the review link within here, they get sent down an automation here. And then if they have a negative feedback, they get sent an automation here. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. All right, so if I go to forms, I would have a few forms to work with. So the first one that I'm going to work with is the stars and review gate form. And then if I want to preview what this looks like, I'm just going to hit proceed. And okay, so it looks like GoHighLevel changed something. So these are supposed to be left to right. All right, so I most likely, if you're using my snapshot, I have the fix of it. But so this is supposed to be over here, and then it goes this way. This is what I was talking about. But anyway, for this video, let me just show you. So if somebody clicks this, it goes to a feedback form. And then I'll show you what happens when they click like 5 stars. You can review them on Google, okay? Then you can click and review them on Google. We're going to go over, and we're going to, instead of doing this, we're to Lovable. And essentially, this is what mine look like now for my clients, okay? All right, it looks like this. So now if they choose 2, it says, "We love to hear from you. Your honest feedback helps A&E Electric improve our electrical services for blah, blah, blah." And then I always thought about this. What if somebody accidentally clicked 2 stars and then they can't get back and they don't know what to do? So we put like a little warning here that says like, "Hey, are you sure you wanted to give us 2 stars, or is it on accident?" And then they can change it. If they wanted to, they can give a feedback here. And then, because people always complained and yelled and screamed that this is not Google compliant, down here, very subtly, we say, "Prefer to share publicly. If you like to share your experience publicly to help customers, you can also leave a review here." So they can click here and leave a review there. Okay, I don't have a link on this one. This is a test one. So now that kind of solves that problem. And so they can fill it out here. If we go back here and they choose 4 stars, it's going to say, "Excellent. We're thrilled that you have such wonderful service." And then they can click review here. Okay. All right. And then I can leave a review for AE Electric. And so we spruced it up and using AI, using Lovable. All right. Now I've heard that GoHighLevel now has built a lovable companion in GoHighLevel. which wouldn't surprise me. So once that comes, I'm supposed to be getting beta access to that. So once that comes out, I'll be using it and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. But either way, I want to show you this process. So let me start with a clean version. And there's going to be two ways that we can do this. All right. One way is going to be, let me grab the prompt. It's in my Skool community, which you can join by going down below in the description or pin first comment. And we're going to copy this prompt. I'm not going to read it. It's pointless. You can screenshot it if you want. Let me come back over here, and I'm just going to paste it in here. And then I'm going to scroll to the top, and I'm going to give the name of the business. And then I'm going to drop the name of the business URL in here, right here, where it tells me to. And then I'm going to grab it and put it here. And then all I want to do is, one thing I wanted to say here was I always use the approve button here. And so then it gives me like a plan. And so I'm going to hit approve. And then I'm going to let it build. All right, so this was the simple one that we built here. Let me just see if it opens. Now, again, this isn't as fancy as the other ones. The other one, I kind of like messed around with it and made it all fancy and stuff. You don't need to. I wanted this to build faster and typically use less credits. Right? The other one costs more to do. This is a lot cheaper. So my students are like, can you give me a prompt that's a lot less costly? You know, I mean, you're talking about a couple bucks, but still, people want that. I know everybody's trying to squeeze a buck. That's why I always say, try to go out and make more money. So let's let that publish, and then we will test it out. All right, so how was your experience? If you hit like that, it's going to go name, email, feedback. Still wish to leave a public review, they can click here and go leave it. If they go 4 or 5 stars, awesome, glad. And then they can click leave a review here, and a review thing will pop up as long as you are signed into your Gmail. So that's really like, this is the simplest way with the simple prompt. Now, I could go in here and play around with it and say, hey, can you add that little feature where it says, are you sure you meant to leave a review? You could do that. Matter of fact, I can, in my Skool community, I'll put a prompt that built that extravagant one for people who are in the Skool community. But either way, like you see, like it takes a few seconds to do. Well, it takes, you still got to wait for it to build and stuff. Copy a prompt, switch a few things. Now, another way to do it, and don't worry, I'm going to show you how to connect it and all. You can go to the AI site builder. This is only available to my premium level Skool members because it costs money every single time. Every single time this is run, it costs money for API calls. So if you want access to this, you can build sites in Lovable. You can, and then automatically build a review funnel for it too. So if I click AE Electric and I search for the actual company, there it is. I'm going to click that. It's going to allow me to pick 2 images. So I'll pick this one and I'll pick this one. And then I'm going to hit continue review. And now I'm going to hit build site. Okay, so this is not going to build a website because I chose the review management one down below. And then now what we don't have to do here is actually get a prompt. This will do it automatically, build the prompt, have it done, and you'll see what the result is after that. Okay, so once it starts pulling the information from your client, okay, then you just click build with Lovable, and it's going to ask you if the workspace, so you put it in your workspace. All right, and as you can see, it's a pretty big prompt, and it's pulling everything from it. The name, electrician, address, phone number, Google review, URL images, the 2 that I chose, review name, review. Okay, so now it's also going to pull other customer reviews, which is a cool little quirk here that we built in here. All right, and anyway, it's huge. The freaking thing is huge. It's now thinking, setting up the design build, and then once we're ready to go, I'll approve it, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, so this is the result of that one. So that literally took like 3 minutes. I didn't have to copy any prompts or figure out all that stuff. It does it automatically through the Google's API with this AI site builder. Again, exclusive to my premium level Skool holders. And then I'll show you another thing that they get, which is pretty cool. Because then it's like, well, who do I talk to, right? All right, let's review. All right, so if I go here, it'll say, we're sorry to hear that. Please share. Well, you could change your rating here. Optional tell us what happened. Again, they can still leave a review if they want to so we're in compliance with some people. 4, awesome, glad you loved it. Would you mind sharing your experience in Google like these people did? All right, and they can leave a review here. Now, this is very, very, very effective because, you know, a big thing is like, how do we ensure that if they gave us a first good internal review, they said, yeah, 5 stars, like we want to show like, oh, look, other people also do this. All right, so it automatically grabs all the 5-star, or not all, but a few of the 5 stars, 3 tops, and shows them. All right, so let's go over here. Let me click this. All right, this is what it would look like on mobile, which is fine. Let's go back to the home page, and you can see what it looks like on mobile. All right, it's perfect. And so that is how we deploy review management for local businesses. Now, the question that you might ask is, and by the way, if somebody leaves a 3-star review and they put their information in, where does this go? So what I do is I connect it to GoHighLevel. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, we're going to go and hit create workflow. All right, so I already did that. It's not to waste time. We're going to go in here, and then we're going to add a trigger, and we're going to do inbound webhook. And then we're going to take this post URL or this get URL here, and we're going to go over to Lovable, and we're going to type. So we're going to hit the plan button, and we're just going to tell it, like, I think a lot of people are now getting used to how we talk to AI. Do you have to be extremely detailed? Sometimes, but not always. And so we want to send the data from this form over to GoHighLevel, so then we know, as I can let my client know when a contact comes in that told us something bad, that he should probably reach out and talk to them, right? And so it's really, really easy with GoHighLevel's inbound webhook. I can't save this until we fetch some examples. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this, hit approve, and then I'll come back once it's approved. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to test it. You were too slow on the job, let's say. And we're going to hit, oh wait, I didn't publish it, shoot. Make sure you publish it. All right, up to date, send feedback. Thanks, we'll review this and follow up if needed. Then I'm going to go over here and see if I get a sample, which I did. It's right here. All right, there's our sample. And then we're going to save the trigger. All right, so here what we want to do is we're going to create a contact. So we're going to add a field. We're going to do name. We'll just do full name. Inbound webhook, name. Add field. Select email. Inbound webhook, email. Field. We can actually come down to review feedback. Inbound webhook, feedback. We're going to save the action, publish, and save. And what we want to do now is go back to here, and we will test it again. So let's do 3 stars. We don't care if somebody does 5 stars, because ultimately what really matters is what? Is that they go and leave a review on Google. That is our measurement here, and that we capture the bad reviews. The work too long to complete. Send feedback. Now let's see if we got anybody. I saved it. I published it. All right, there it is. There's our enrollment history. Let's go back to contacts. There it is. We're going to go in here. Let's go into the contact, and we will see right here, review feedback. The work took too long to complete. They captured my name, email, and then what I wrote in that. And that's the inbound webhook. So you don't have to do Zapier. You don't have to do any of that. So you can connect Lovable to GoHighLevel very easily with an inbound webhook on all your forms, on all your websites, on simply everything, okay? It doesn't mean, like people keep saying like, oh, James, you stopped using GoHighLevel. No, I did not stop using GoHighLevel. I use Lovable to build me beautiful websites in seconds and reputation management forms in seconds. That's what I use, all right? And so that's how you build it. And ultimately what you want to do is, because I'm going to get this question, and I've talked about it as many times in my channel, so if you haven't watched some of these videos, you should go back and look for reputation management videos, look for website videos, and go watch them, because I go through a lot of this stuff already, but I'll go through it again. If we want to add a custom domain, we can simply go here and connect a domain that you own. What I'd like to do is I like to put a subdomain. So I would do this. I would do reviews.aeelectric.com. And then I would connect the domain. You have to have access to this domain or have access to, whoever your client is domain. And then you could just hit connect. Let's just hit it. And then it's going to automatically do it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to screw anything up. But now, why a custom domain? Well, we could do one or two things here. We can brand it to your client, or what I like to do, and people might think poorly of me, I like to kind of hold my clients a little hostage. So if they bring me on, or they bring me on to do reputation management, let me see if I can find the project here, have my own URL that I think it's something like localreviews.com, and then aelectric.localreviews.com. I just don't know if I'll be able to find it because I have a million projects in here. Okay, so I actually have a domain here. So it's howaboutareview.com. Howaboutareview.com. And then I just put the here, let me click it. And then it says aelectric.howaboutareview.com. I own howaboutareview.com, and then I can put as many clients on that whatever subdomains I want to do. And so I kind of own the asset. So if they ever want to fire me, I pull the process, right? They can't give that process over to somebody. They can't duplicate the form. They're not going to know how, and whoever they're going to work with will not know how either, 99% of the time, okay? So that's kind of how I do it. And why this is important Well, number one, I think out of the gate for a lot of people is the ease. And AI is making it easy to build these forms. You know, I love GoHighLevel, I love everything about GoHighLevel, but my reputation management form, which I think I showed 3 years ago on my YouTube channel, and now everybody uses the same thing. And then I said, I don't like to, when people start stealing my stuff, I start to go find out how do I make it bigger and better. And it's a pain in the butt to set up in GoHighLevel. I'm not going to lie, at all. Like, it's a pain in the butt. And so when Lovable came out, I'm like, maybe all I got to do is build it in Lovable, put it on a URL, and then just in the automations, swap out the URL. And I don't have to worry about CSS changes, the stars going vertical or sideways. And I can get this thing done fast. And if you're in my premium school membership, link down below in the description and pin first comment, you get access to the AI site builder. And then another thing that I didn't talk about, which I might as well do now, is our GPP Vault, where you can pull leads and find people, and I'll show you how to find them through here. Now, you can go over to Google, okay? We're gonna go electrician near me really quick. Do it the long way, which is fine, right? Everybody's got a budget, I guess. And look for businesses that don't have a high star rating. So like this one's got 3.8, that's sponsored. And you'll have to just keep going down. You wanna look for the ones that have low reviews and very low. I mean, it could take you a while to find them. Or you could just go over here and you can go find businesses. Let's do electricians. Let's do Patterson, New Jersey. We'll unlock those leads. All right, that will, in the search history, that will build, okay? And then what we could do is we could filter that main list. We got 61, and we go to the data vault, and we're gonna choose this list. And then I wanna go down here to our reputation, and let's try to find people with between 0 and 30 reviews and a max of 4.5 stars. All right. It gives me 18 businesses that basically need more reviews. Then you can save the list. Low reviews, electricians. Save it to my vault. Okay. Then I can download it and hit the phones. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so A&A Electrical Services has 0 rating and 0 reviews, and there's their phone number. There's their address. Alpha Electrical has 4.5 star rating and only 17 reviews. Core, look at the rating, look at the reviews, right? If we go, let's go to their website. There's their garbage website. This could be a website that you rebuild in 2 seconds. I can show you that. I've showed this to you. You can look at some other videos, and I'll probably do more. But like, these lists are extremely valuable. And you can easily find, and they have all their phone numbers. Some of them have their emails, addresses that it's pulling from Google. Direct data, not out-of-date data. And in the background, it's removing duplicates. F&Ps, electrician, 0 rating, 0 reviews. You don't think this guy wants more leads and customers? You don't think this guy needs to get more reviews? You don't think he needs, obviously, a higher star rating? It doesn't even look like he has a website. Let's sell him a website. And I can go on and on and on. Now, my friends, is the best time to be in this business. I hope you take advantage of it. Again, I would come into my school community. Maybe I'm biased, but we are getting a lot of people who love what we're showing them and how we're utilizing AI to make things bigger, better, faster, cheaper for us, and more expensive for the client, because basically we get better results. All right. Do you need to get business owners on the phone? I made a video on cold calling in 2026, and the link's right here. Also, if you're able to join my school community to get everything I talked about in this video, prompts, scripts, and everything that you need to land your first, second, fifth, or 20th client, the link is down in the description and pinned first comment. See you on the next video.